Let me guess. You bought a VRChat avatar and didn't know how to upload it. Now you're stuck. Maybe that was you. Maybe you're just trying to learn how to upload a VRChat avatar. Either way, I'm gonna help you. So let's get right into it. First things first, let's get the VRChat Creator Companion and Unity set up. Make your way to the VRChat website and then sign in. You might have to link your VRChat account here. After that's done, on the left side of the screen, go down to the downloads section and click download the Creator Companion. Make sure you have it set to the same drive as where you're going to download Unity. Otherwise, you'll have to make the Creator Companion administrator. Once Unity is downloaded, open it up and you'll see path to Unity editor is not set. You'll be unable to open projects. Now, let's fix that real quick. Go to settings and then it will say no recommended version set. VRChat recommends this version. Install now. Just click that, click install Unity, and let's make our way down this list. First, download, install, and open the Unity Hub. That's simple enough. Click on this blue link, go to download for Windows, download, open, and then install. Now we just have to activate our Unity license. So let's open up Unity Hub, go to the top left, and you might have to sign in here. Go to manage licenses, and click add. You'll want to click get a free personal license and you should be good. After that, you click I have installed the Unity Hub and it should automatically locate and install the version for you. Just wait for this to be over and then you'll be good. If this automatic installer doesn't work out for you, in the top right I have a link to a video where I go more in depth on how to do it automatically and manually. So we'll continue and open in the Creator Companion, and this will show you all your project files, and since you're new you might not have it. Alright, we're done with that. Let's move on to finding an avatar. I specifically was looking for one that would be good for explaining everything with uploading. For finding a VRChat avatar, a lot of the starting places people go would be, you know, Booth, or like you see here, Gumroad. But there are other websites you can go to for finding these avatars too. The one thing I'll say is when picking an avatar, scroll down and see if there is instruction, because you are a beginner, so this is for learning, and there are a bunch of errors you can get later on from not having the right packages added to your VRChat account, or maybe there's a little setup you have to do before uploading the avatar. So always make sure there's instructions to show you what you need. Once you get more experience in Unity, of course, you can go about just buying the avatar itself and setting it all up the way you want. But right now we're just talking about uploading a pre-made avatar. All right, let's add it to cart, and they will sometimes require information for downloading. You can just provide that information and then you can click the get button. It'll process it and you should be able to find your download. So click next and you can see the download for the Quest and the PC version of the avatar. I'm just going to download them both to my desktop. Now let's set up the Unity project. We're going to open the Creator Companion, and what we want to do is go to projects, click create new project. We want it to be avatars 2022. You can give the project a name. I'm just going to name it the avatar name, and pick your file location and click create project. Now while this is opening, we're going to make our way back to where we got our avatar. We're going to find the instructions for uploading the avatar. For the PC version here, you can see we just create a project. We need to add VRC Fury and Jerry's template for the face tracking. Just under, you can also see we need Plz Toon Shader, so we'll add that too. In a new tab, let's search VRC Fury, and we will just click download VRC Fury, and there'll be a button to automatically add it to the Creator Companion. And you can see inside our Creator Companion, it took us to settings. We'll just click add. As you can see, I already have it, so we'll just move on to the next one now. We need Jerry's template, so I'll just copy this, paste it in a new tab, go to the GitHub, and click add to VRChat Creator Companion. It will do the same thing, and you'll just click add. Last but not least, we're going to do the same thing for Plz shaders. This one's a little more tucked away. If you go to download, you will find the VRChat Creator Companion and add to VCC button. Once again, click the add. I already have it. So now we're going to make our way back to projects, click manage project. And if you don't see all these repositories, we're going to add them. In the top right, you'll see selected repos, and just make sure you checkbox all of these. And as you can see, the repos start to appear. So we're going to do it for Plz and VRC Fury. And now we're going to add VRC Fury by clicking on it and click the newest one. It will take a second, it'll install. And we're going to add Jerry's template, which is at the bottom. Next, we're going to add Plz Toon Shader. Now, the only time you should use different versions is if the avatar tells you what version to use. And I'm pretty sure it told us to use a different version, so we're just going to check that real quick. It in fact does. We're just going to add that now. And with everything finally done, we can open the project. This will take a while, so I'll see you when it's done. This will look pretty confusing opening your project for the first time, but that's totally fine. I will walk you through it. Let's add our PC avatar by dragging the window to the side, selecting our avatar and dragging and dropping it in. Once it's in, you just have to click import on this pop-up window and it will add everything to your project. Once it's added to your project, we are going to select on the avatar folder that pops up. We are looking for a Unity scene. And right here you can see this open me. This is the setup Unity scene. The avatar will be fully set up in here for us. Oops, you can see there's an error. We don't have gesture manager. So we're going to add that real quick. It was a missing package from the instructions. It's not very important. You don't really need it, but we're going to add it anyways. So we're just going to close out of the project, go back and find gesture manager, and we'll just add the newest version of this. Then we'll just open the project back up. You shouldn't need to close your project to do this. I just do it out of habit in case there's any errors that pop up. Dope, and it's all fixed. Now, this is the scene view, and you might be wondering how to move around in here. It's simple. You just press right click. Well, you hold right click, and then you press WASD to move around. You shouldn't have to do this if the avatar is set up properly, but sometimes you need to see stuff around, and yeah. The background and everything are not going to show up. It's only the avatar that shows up when you upload. All right, let's get into it. So you have your VRChat account because you downloaded the VRChat Creator Companion. So what we're going to do is go to VRChat SDK, go to Show Control Panel, and we are going to sign into VRChat. Once signed in, this is where you can set up your avatar. All right, I'm just going to give it its original name. And I'm going to make sure that this avatar is private. A lot of avatar authors don't like you making their avatars public, especially if you're paying for one. So it's just best by default to make it private. You can set up the rest of the customization, like the tags and descriptions and everything like that, the way you want. And now we're going to add an image. We're going to click capture in scene. And you can actually just move around the scene like normal and you see the camera follows. Though I am just going to select an image because there's a thumbnail in the projects folder. It'll be inside assets, inside Glorpo, and as you can see, the thumbnail, and open. Now we will check to see if there are any errors. This one just seems to be a warning, which is perfectly fine. And you can see there's actually one that is asking us to auto fix, and we will just auto fix that. Once it's done, we will just make sure it is in Windows, it's set to build and publish, and we will click build and publish. This can take quite a while depending on your internet speeds, so yep, let's wait till it's done. If this setting pops up for you, you can just click yes and it'll continue uploading. Nice. Now that it's uploaded, if you only had a PC avatar, you're done. But if you have a Quest avatar, we'll go about uploading that now. To avoid overwriting stuff, we are just going to go back and create a brand new project. This one for the Quest version. So we know we need the gesture manager, so we'll just add that. And we know we're going to need VRC Fury and the face tracking. But as you can see, because this is Quest, it's saying that we don't need Plz because Plz is a shader and VRChat Android uses their mobile shaders. So we don't need it. That's all. So now let's open the project. Once we're in the project, we're going to make our way back to the scene. And this is our Quest avatar. And we want this Quest avatar linked to our PC avatar. You have the PC version, which is an entirely separate avatar, and you have the Quest version, which is an entirely separate avatar. And we need them to basically move together so that you can see the avatar in Quest and you can see the avatar in PC. Now, to do that, we actually link the blueprint ID. And to find that, we click on our avatar over there in the hierarchy, and in the inspector, scroll down until you find the pipeline manager. We are going to detach this blueprint. Now, we need to get our blueprint, and because we've uploaded our PC avatar already, we can go take it from that. So let's go to the VRChat SDK, go to show control panel, and we'll need to sign back in. Once we will make our way to the content manager tab, and then we will fetch our records, and you should find your avatar in here. And I have a few of them, but we'll just click copy ID. That copies it to your clipboard, and we can head over to the pipeline manager again, and we will just paste that in, Control V, and then click attach. With that done, we can go back up to the VRChat SDK, go back to the control panel, and make our way to the builder tab, and you'll see everything from our PC avatar should be here. Now we're just going to give a quick look over all the errors. You'll see we have an auto fix, and we'll just auto fix that real quick. Make sure we are on build and publish. In Windows, you want to uncheck Windows and check Android. This will ask you to switch. You just want to confirm, and this will take a hot minute to switch. Oh, hi, person there. Once it's complete, you'll see a whole bunch of errors, and as long as the build and publish is not grayed out, you can still build and publish. A lot of these are not needed to be corrected. It's just that your avatar is very poor. So let's build and publish. There we go. Just click OK, and we'll wait for this to finish too. And if everything went right, it should be uploaded. So let's actually hop into VRChat and check that out. Okay, to actually see your avatars, you're going to want to open up your menu, go to the avatar section, which is kind of covered here. So you want to click on that. You want to go to uploaded, and you should find your avatar right there. And you should have your avatar uploaded, and the toggles and everything should work. I hope this helps. Yeah, peace.